Greetings, Lego friends. All right, an update on the MOC church I'm working on here. This is so far combining 2 Harry Potter sets along with a lot of my own parts here. I haven't gone to Bricklink for anything, but I'm using one Harry Potter clock tower and the Great Hall. But yeah, I'm doing this completely from scratch. Meaning that I thought somebody by now would have thrown up onto YouTube that they've combined a couple of those Harry Potter sets and made a mock church. And I have no shame. If they'd done that, I would have followed that review and details very closely and just tried to do the same thing, because I'm not trying to recreate the wheel here. I just need a church that looks like the other MOCs I want to have in my city, like the hospital. I just want you to be able to look at it and go, yep, that's a hospital. Yep, that's a church. So surprisingly, I didn't really find anything like that. I found somebody who said they were making a mock church, and then when I looked at it, really they had just built the Great Hall and then made a couple changes. But when I thought about mine, I realized I want to make this like the church that I grew up in, which is St. Patrick's Co-Cathedral in Billings, Montana. And the reason really for that is that not only do I have fond memories of that church in all my many years going over there, but I remember a lot of the details. Like on the left side, it had a wheelchair ramp. Now at St. Pat's, it actually went 2 directions and then back up to some stairs. I'm just making one ramp up. A lot of compromises actually that will make it quite different from St. Pat's. But these were the details I wanted to get into mine, such as that wheelchair ramp and then an area here for the choir. We had a nice balcony for our choir. It's much bigger than this scale replica, but still the idea is the same. The blue spiral staircase is kind of funny because I swore I wouldn't have that in there, but in the end, that just worked out best. And to be honest, I'm not really worried about the interior details right now. I just know that my biggest challenge is getting a church-like structure here and a roof added, and actually making it look like a church and look like it's complete. And I want to have lighting in as well. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know I have 6 stained glass windows already made. I'm thinking I might end up now having 1 stained glass window on the front on each side here, and then 2 on the sides of the church. So that's going real well. Something real interesting, maybe I'll cover more in detail, is that I wanted this big entryway, but I didn't want to then make a walk down to the floor level where the pews would be, right? So you can't see it here, but under here where this floor is, I actually have 2 blocks here stacked, one on top of the other for this whole section. So I had to basically tear out the floor, add those blocks, and raise this up. So I have a little bit of a drop inside, but I'm okay with that. And that's the plan. I'm not going to do anything else more fancy than this. I'm just going to continue to work on it, try to get it all built up. I've got my spire here that I wanted to have. I think that's important. Real happy with that. So now at this point, I'm feeling comfortable that I might actually get this thing done. I just have to work on the walls now and get to the most difficult part, which is going to be sealing everything up with a decent roof. And making it look like it's complete. So we have one 32 by 32 base plate and mills. The floor is double stacked with blocks, and then these plates on top, and then a 16 by 32 just for the entryway here to get into the church. So yeah, very happy with how that's going. That's a pretty quick and dirty update without a lot of detail, but when I get this done, I'll go through it a lot more inside and out. And talk a bit more about the whole process of making this thing, because it's been a really big challenge. But if you're thinking about mocking anything, obviously the most important thing to do, I realized, is just to start, right? Just get it started, and then you start running into problems and you just try and work them out. And this has taken me a long time, but it's because I've just figured out that's my process. I run into a trouble or a place where I'm stuck and I find myself getting distracted. I wander off to the computer for a little bit. I look at other things. I don't really research the MOC. I'm messing around, looking at reels and wasting time until my brain says, okay, I'm rejuvenated. Let's get back to the church and figure out what is our next challenge, right? And hey, we're getting through it, so I'm pretty happy. So that's it for today. Little MOC church update for you. Any thoughts, suggestions, comments? Would love to hear them. Again, this is Life's a Brick. Really appreciate your support. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one.